and defeat in this game would mean that it's mathematically impossible for him to get to the O2. It's unlikely as it is. Which way will this game go? Taylor beat Chisnall in Nottingham after starting with 4 defeats in 5 in this Premier League campaign. But John, a win for Taylor would be significant because he would go above 2 players in the top 4 and the playoff zone.
Well, yeah, everything is kind of where Phil wants it to be after just a nightmarish start to the season. And you know, sometimes when things are looking just how you want them, that's when weird things happen. And I think for Dave Chisnall, he could go from being spoiled in the opening match tonight to playing the role of a spoiler himself, even though he still technically has a chance. Pragmatically, he doesn't, and he will be looking to spoil Phil Taylor's night.
See how it goes, and Chisnall was involved in a high-quality showdown with Thornton at the start of the night. Thornton hitting 9 180s in that high-quality performance. We remind you, back in 2008, this fella
95.
Lost 3 of the opening 4 games in the 2008 Premier League and went on to be crowned champion for a 4th successive year. So you cannot rule him out. 4 defeats in the first 5 and yet could still be crowned champion.
Yes, but certainly doesn't want to take this game for granted. Wants full focus. Just because Dave lost the first match of the night, it doesn't mean anything. It was the fashion he lost. It was fantastic darts from Robert Thornton. Can't be praised enough for that effort. Sure, pressure was off, but he made the most of it, and he really drilled Dave Chisnall. So Chizzy will be looking for some retribution here.
Chisnall facing Gary Anderson next week at the Metro Arena in Newcastle, with this fella facing Peter Wright in Newcastle next Thursday. Once again live on Sky Sports, of course. That should be one heck of a night on Tyneside. And then the Brighton Centre, week 15, when Chisnall plays Lewis and Taylor plays Thornton. Still some work to do for this man to secure his spot in the top 4.
Yeah, he's that ton, gets into 106, and he'll have a chance at it for an opening leg break opportunity. Chizzy not looking too solid at all in this first leg.
43, fully require 106.
Poor visit from Chisnall. Now, the power. 14 would leave double 16 for a 106 for a break of throw as well. Ooh.
90.
Now, this isn't easy for Chizzy.
Well, 57 to get a chance for Bull after the 25. And that's a kind of a large outshot to have to get to hold your throw. And earlier tonight, 54. Phil was great at coming back to the board after an initial missed opportunity and cleaning up. I expect a good double 8 here.
There's the target, there's the finish. Taylor breaks the throw in the first leg of the game. He's off and running. It wasn't pretty, but Taylor got the job done. And look what it means to him as well.
Well, certainly telling us and everyone else watching that this does mean something to him, and he knows how important this is. He sort of told a little fib in the interview after the Barneveld game that there was no pressure on him and then it was all on Dave. Well, I think that told the truth right there. There's some pressure.
Absolutely, he realises the opportunity is there. This could be a big win if Taylor was to take it out, but Chizzy is struggling. The early signs are not promising for Dave Chisnall here. Such a fine player, of course, but he knew he needed a couple of wins tonight. This is quite beautiful from the power. First 180 of the game goes to Phil Taylor.
And Chizzy better be careful, because Phil loves nothing more than like a whitewash. I don't think anyone in the history of sport has whitewashed their opponent more than Phil Taylor has.
When you mention a whitewash, of course, we recall back in Liverpool on February the 6th, Phil Taylor 0, Michael van Gerwen 7. Such a long time ago now. but he really did pull himself together. There was much talk about the weight loss, about the change of darts, of course. Form is temporary, class is permanent. Tops for a 2-0 lead. Trademark shot, easy as you like, punches the air. Taylor is a man on a mission.
Well, without looking straight at it, Phil probably in his mind is a good competitor. He'll know the field. He's thinking probably about leg difference and setting that up well. You know, he knows the value that if it comes to a tie, he wants to have that better leg difference as well. No doubt about it.
100.
He's just got a better leg difference than Gary Anderson now with his 2-leg lead. He's +7, Anderson is +6.
54.
You do feel, John, that if Taylor wins this leg, it'll be a tall order for Chisnall to bounce back, because that'll be 2 breaks against the throw in Taylor's favour. But this is scrappy.
45.
Well, 6 starts without the... We'll only get to 388 for Chisnall. That really has not been convincing in any fashion.
$100.
Now, Taylor looks for the big one here now. It's a lovely start, lovely follow-up. Oh, the wrong treble, but that'll do. It just puts some pressure on Chisnall now. He's just not looking comfortable, Dave Chisnall. Scrappy darts once again, and the opportunity is well and truly here now for Taylor to kick on.
And we know he's fired up. If he doesn't get a good score, it's only because he's trying too hard.
60.
Small amount of disgust there, and as he looks away from the darts after the third.
Switching back to 20 here, but again, no treble. Such a scrappy leg here. Oh, what a start. Treble 17 would leave the ball. Back up for treble 20, and he gets it as well. Makes it look so easy. All or nothing here for Chisnall now.
Yeah, again low on the first start. He's been low quite often.
96.
Almost like a scoring turn trying to get 170. You need the first 2 in the 20s, the trebles. And that double 12 is a second break and a 3-0 lead. And he's looking like running away to that whitewash we were talking about.
Middle of the bed. Perfect finish from the power. And now he has the throw. And if he can hold his throw here, 4-0. Long, long way back for Chisnall.
99.
Just not playing well enough. Chizzy has contributed to his own downfall so far. Long night when you play first and then play fifth.
60.
There's a long gap in between the two, John.
Yes, there is a long. It's a long time to wait, especially a harsh victory or a harsh loss. He did play a lot better than he's played so far in that first game, Chizzy did. He played a pretty good standard, I'd have to say, and nowhere near that so far in this one. It's perhaps too long to think about the consequences of what that first one meant.
Yeah, and didn't sit down a lot during the 3-game gap. He was on the practice board in the practice room. But Taylor's doing his job here. He's very methodical and is doing enough. Nice steady 10-40 for Chisnall, but is it too little too late in this leg?
Well, Phil, effectively 19 to leave tops.
99.
And he's one that never will let somebody off unless they, earn it. He won't. He'll never give a sucker an even break, right? P.T. Barnum. That's Phil's philosophy in darts.
Philly require 40.
Tops for Taylor. Oh, immaculate. He's not missing a lot of the double, is he, tonight? And Phil Taylor has romped into a 4-0 lead here. Chisnall needs to get a leg on the board here.
97.
103.66 average for Phil Taylor. 67% at the checkout. Switching for that trademark treble 19 here. She does so often.
98.
Well, Phil, just about the average that Robert Thornton had earlier this evening when he beat Chizzy, so Chizzy not really getting much of a break, but not looking like he deserves one in this match. To be harsh, but 85 average, you're not going to win any matches, not in the Premier League.
Chance for Phil here for another treble 20, but he can't quite. There's a little bit of frustration there, the perfectionist that he is. He could have been in control in this leg. One whitewash so far this season against Taylor.
140.
Van Gerwen. And that's an important ton 40 for Chizzy.
I'm surprised he went 20s. Normally 303 left. You can go for 719s and leave an outshot. But at the position in the match he's at, he doesn't need to worry. He just worries about scoring.
Phil's in 2 180s for Chizzy now. Be back for double 12. It looks like he's going to avoid the whitewash. Phil just knows he just has to go about his business. Over to you, Chizzy. Phil's right behind you, waiting to pounce. You got to get this double 12. You got to get this double 12. Oh, the width of a wire!
Yeah, that was quite a naughty 180 by Phil there. Chizzy was just sort of relaxed for half a second and bang, have that. It's 63 and it's double 12 for Phil after that 39. And there it is. There it is, Chizzy.
How much does that hurt him? How much does that hurt Dave Chisnall?
Well, that is just fantastic display of darts there by Phil. 5 darts to remove the 243. The 180 and then 263 and 2.
Anybody who questioned his passion, his desire, his appetite,
55.
forget it. Taylor is determined, and you will not see a better spell of pressure than that from Taylor in the previous leg. But credit Chisnall, no pressure on his shoulders, still going for it, and the 400th 180 of the Premier League.
Well, the importance of that in the leg difference, Phil is so focused on this leg difference. He really wants a lopsided victory.
96.
Well, he's plus 10 now. Plus 10 now, Phil Taylor, so he's 4 legs ahead of Gary Anderson in the legs difference stakes, and now just 1 leg behind Peter Wright. And if he wins this game, he'll be a point ahead, which is even more important. But he's 1 leg away, Taylor, from guaranteeing
90.
a point.
Well, like a good sportsman, he has plan A covered, and he's working on a plan B, just in case.
Another one of those. Puts huge pressure on Dave Chisnall again.
135.
Taylor's on top form, 103.3 average. Oh, he's hit the bull. Treble 15 now. Treble 19 for double 14. Great effort by Chizzy.
Well, until the 3rd dart, he sort of just took too quick a stab at that double 14 and pulled it. But Phil, in a mood, needs treble 20. Yes, for double 16.
95.
You really felt like he was going to hit that too.
14.
It's a mini let-off for Dave Chisnall. Can he get this awkward double 7?
Pressure on here. Gets
He's
it!
on the 6th leg.
Dave Chisnall avoids the whitewash and breaks Phil Taylor as well.
Game on.
5-1, the power leads. Is this the start of a comeback? Surely Taylor won't let him off the leash.
$134.
Well, it's a comeback in a sense that Chizzy in the last couple legs has started scoring more like himself. I mean, he was completely out of the picture the first few legs, but he's scoring well now.
Oh, look at this from Chizzy. Absolutely brilliant. There's a little rally going on here from Dave Chisnall. Just giving the Power something to think about. Phil still on 15 points. He's a leg away from securing a point tonight.
96.
Plus 9 legs difference. That's the state of play in the Premier League table, with 2 weeks to go of the regular league programme and the race for the top 4.
60.
Phil, looking at that 60 only scored from Chizzy, thinking, I get a big score and I can steal this leg.
134.
And he's done so. He's left 94. So pressure on this 1-2-7 out shot. Needs treble 19.
Will Chisnall be back
94.
to hold his throw at tops? Or will Taylor take out this 94 now? He's hit the bull. Double 16 for 6-1 and at least a point. Right on cue! Phil the Power Taylor is going to take a point from Birmingham tonight with that finish. He is a determined player, all right.
And he has throw to finish this match off and leave himself in a very good position.
139.
He's in 4th place. And he could be level with Wright.
121.
Or ahead of Wright. Definitely if he gets another point. Let's look at the leg difference. I'm caught up on plan B here, Nigel. Plan A is going much better right now.
137.
Well, he's going great guns here. If Taylor wins this 7-1, he will go 3rd in the league table. And it will be curtains for Chisnall's playoff hopes. He's not giving up, though. He's still scrapping away, Dave Chisnall. Oh, that was trademark of the first 5 weeks of the Premier League, that first shot.
Well, he did have a number of those darts in his match with Barneveld. Not to the extent they were fatal, but he has marginalized the amount of that.
140.
Nice from Chizzy. Leaves a ton.
140.
Can Taylor seal the deal in spectacular style? Is he going to go for 2 tops here? Yes, he was.
100.
Now,
They
Chizzy.
require 100.
He needs a ton.
And he may end up going for 2 tops should he only get a single the first dart. Well, he needs treble 19 for double 19.
62.
Is that Dave Chisnall's final throw of the game? Tops for Taylor to go 3rd in the Premier League with 2 weeks to go. That's a marker for the match. Oh, extraordinary scenes.
Yeah, I think he got a bit of a deflection that last one. Definitely by the angle the dart ended up in the board. It did not fly truly there. And he's had double 7, now double 19. He's working his way across the bottom of the board. Not at all where you want to end up, but if you're going to end up there, he's hitting them.
Phil's going to be angry about that. And now Chizzy looking to just play with no pressure. He probably thought he was going to be off the stage by now. Extraordinary miss from Phil.
137.
Nice switch again, traditional cover shot from the Power. So Phil Taylor cannot be beaten, and
56.
he'll be on 16 points minimum. Just needs the 1 more leg to get over that line. Move on to 17.
57.
It's all in Phil's hands against the throw. He's effectively taken the advantage. handed to him, probably a better description of it. But this is taking things.
140.
Well, that'll do. The ton 40 in the context of the leg. Chizzy all at sea here.
58.
Phil's got 6 darts from here to win the match.
100.
That was an important last treble, wasn't it? Is this the moment that Phil Taylor
99.
secures another point,
67.
takes the victory? 67 he needs.
Yes, treble 17 for double 8. 18 will leave double 16. Double 16.
35. Dave, you require 148.
This can't happen, can it? Chizzy's going to go for it big time now. Oh. So, Phil Taylor is back for
92.
double 16 for the
Dave, you
match
require 32.
to move on to 17 Premier League points. He's got problems here. Not that time.
And the match.
Phil Taylor moves back into the top 4 of the Premier League. Another step towards the finals, the playoffs. A big win over Dave Chisnall. The Power wins 7-2.